905-525-9140, extension 27208.
Use the card in Westdale or on campus at Underground Copy and Design, Willie Dog McMaster Campus, The Runner's Den, and My Dog Joe.
And if you threw a party,
93.3 CFMU, Lullabies in Razorland with your host, Rick Taylor.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Lullabies in Razorland. My name is Rick. Thank you for coming along for the ride. A host of artists come in before 8 p.m. today, including
93.3 CFMU. This is Kristen Archer from iHeart Hamilton. You heard me a little earlier in the afternoon, but I'm just stepping in here as we wait for Rick to roll in. He's on the way, but I'm going to start by playing one of the bands who are playing tomorrow night at the St. Hollywood. I'm here to talk to Rick about iHeart Hamilton's Playlist 3.0 fundraiser for Food for Kids tomorrow night at the St. Hollywood. And one of the featured bands is Hands and Teeth. So I'm going to kick off with a couple of their songs to start Lullabies in Razorland right here on 93.3 CFMU.
oh,
93.3 CFMU. You're back on Lullabies in Razorland. Rick Taylor is on the way, but it's Kristen from I Heard Hamilton taking over the airwaves for a minute there. I'm promoting tomorrow's show on Rick's show today. I Heard Hamilton's Playlist 3.0 fundraiser for Food for Kids tomorrow night, Saturday, June 7th at This Ain't Hollywood. So you just heard one of the bands who will be playing the show, Hands and Teeth. There are 3 tracks there from their new EP, Before the Light. That was In the Eyes, Easy, and started off the set with Alice. So also on the bill tomorrow night is The Medicine Hat, Haolin, Munk, The Tallest Tree, and Brielle Malay. So I'm going to play Bloodbanker, which is the new single from Haolin, Munk, and we'll be back here on 93.3 CFMU.
Breakfast in a shell, catered affair. Book your next breakfast engagement with us today. Snake coming out of my front pocket. Indiana Jones the nation.
A little harsher sounding Haolin, Munk than I'm familiar with, but that might be a rare track. They are playing tomorrow night at This Ain't Hollywood as part of Kristen Archer and I Heart Hamilton's big fundraising event. We have Kristen Archer live in the studios with us. Welcome, Kristen.
Thanks. Yeah, I was taking over there for a second.
I know. You were, well, if you weren't already, you have your own show here.
Yeah.
When's that on?
It was Friday. It was just at 2 o'clock earlier today.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
Who'd you have on? People from I Heart Hamilton fundraiser?
No, actually, it was
No.
Well, I've been doing that all month, but today was the Dirty Nil.
Oh, really?
My first interview ever with those guys, so that was great. Yeah.
First time ever.
I've known them for a while, but we haven't got to meet up yet to do an interview.
Wow. Well, that's cool to hear then.
Yeah.
You know who the first interview was?
That I ever did?
No, the Dirty Nil did.
Was it with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the first interview that you did?
For the blog, it was Kirby, actually.
John Kirby.
For the blog, yeah. And then for the radio, it was Mark and Andy talking about discography.
Oh, Mark Furukawa and Andy Inglis.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Now, you are Kristen Archer. You are the primary behind I Heart Hamilton. I think it started with...
The only.
Well, it started with 4 people,
yeah,
and then it went down to 2, and then just you, I think.
Yeah, it sort of fluctuated.
Well, I was already thinking that's the way the radio is. There was 200 people when I started here.
Yeah.
And there are probably 1 or 2, 3 still around.
Oh, yeah.
So it's attrition. People, only the diehards stick around. You're one of the diehards.
Yeah.
You start I Heart Hamilton, and the catchphrase is be a tourist in your own city.
Yes.
And so you've been doing a wide range of things, food, art, it's probably theater, dance, and music. Tomorrow night you do a big fundraiser.
Yes, year 3.
Year 3.
Yeah.
Have you always had the same charity?
No, first year, 2 years ago, was the Boys and Girls Clubs of Hamilton, and last year was Food for Kids, and now this year it's Food for Kids again.
Why'd you choose Food for Kids?
I visited them last year when I did the first fundraiser. I don't know, it was just a cause that I come to really believe in after visiting them. It was just for a blog post. I went to see the work that they do. They're just doing such great work in the community. It's really important to know, and I also know exactly where the money is going, which is important too. All the money goes straight into literally Food for Kids, and they deliver packages of healthy, nutritious foods to schools that are part of the program on Fridays, and they provide food for children with little or no access to food over the weekends.
It's a good, worthy cause, and you're doing a musical showcase then tomorrow night at the St. Hollywood, featuring some of your favorites to raise money for this great cause. How'd you choose these bands?
Well, it's important, like with all the years, that they're all local, and also I wanted a really diverse bill again. I just sort of reached out to bands I'm a fan of, and hope they say yes, and they did, yeah.
Did anybody turn you down? Did you ask Arcade Fire?
No, but they're not a Hamilton band, Rick.
Oh.
Maybe Playlist 4.0, it'll Arcade Fire at the St. Hollywood. Why not? But yeah.
Well, who did you choose then?
So we've got Hands and Teeth, who you heard there, and they're based in Toronto now, but 2 of the members are actually from Hamilton.
The rhythm section.
That's right, oh yeah. And they played last Friday in Gore Park, which was fun, so they'll be back.
Well, yeah, you did that. How was that?
That was fun, yeah. First
live
on the air, live-to-air experience.
Live broadcast from Gore Park. How did they Hands and Teeth perform there?
It was great, yeah. The performance was just for like the summer promenade. It wasn't featured on the radio, but...
That's a shame.
Yeah, we just had my little broadcast over on the other side of the park.
Did you hold your phone up? And
I didn't. No, you could hear them faintly, but yeah, they played from noon to 2, and my show was 1 to 3, so they were just rocking out all afternoon in the park.
So you invited them to do this fundraiser. Who else? Yeah,
so we've got the Medicine Hat and Haolin Munk, who you heard there, and The Tallest Tree, which is Don and Mara's new project, which is really exciting, and that's going to be their first, the Hamilton debut for this new project. And then Brielle Millet is opening the show.
Who?
Brielle Millet, she's the wife of one of the guys from Allosaurus. I did have Allosaurus. They can't, but I've seen her before back in December at Casbah Lounge opening up for Stacy, and she was great singer-songwriter. Yeah.
Stacy who?
She just goes by Stacy, she's like Cher, That's all you need.
I just saw on Facebook, Just Shelley or something, and I'm like, dude. Everybody wants to do that if they have an issue with their name, rather than being like Marilyn Monroe and changing your name to Marilyn Monroe. Just Shelley.
It's a Just Shelley?
That's what she's going as.
That's like when Maggie, she did All About Maggie, and now she's just Maggie. Right?
See, she learned. Yeah. I would have been angry. See, everyone wants to say what they say about Rick Taylor, but All About Maggie. What Maggie's Abbo. Just do it.
Yeah.
And now she's doing that.
Yeah,
real talent.
In LA now. It's exciting.
Well, yeah. I hope it's fruitful.
Yeah.
For her. I don't know what's going on there.
It's a big leap for sure to go from Dundas to LA.
Excuse me, she's always had her fires, though. Internationally, Nashville was her thing. She's a gregarious spirit. Rather than just sticking around Hamilton, she's been
it's great.
Traveling the world. But she's not playing I Heart Hamilton fundraiser. These Allosaurus boys... I was very keen on them. Talked to them 2 years ago. They came on the radio with me, and the guy had his they just performed Guelph or somewhere the night before, and the guy had a cast on, and it was crazy. Which one was he? I don't know, but he was jumping off the stage. Blonde-haired guy. What's his name?
Brad. That's Brad, I guess. Yeah, that's Brielle's husband, Brielle, who's opening the show now. But yeah, they're such a energetic duo live.
Well, for an electronic band, I kept making comparisons to Suicide, if you know that, all from New York City, one of the electronic band that started when the Ramones and Blondie started. There was a band called Suicide, and they They did electronic music. Some of it, if you just listen to the record, is, kind of poppy or whatever, just, rock. But the live performances were supposed to be quite crazy. And I always wanted to see Allosaurus, but then they sort of just faded away. And then I saw a big return show. I didn't know they'd gone away. There was no Exodus. And then I saw they were going to be on your show, and they're not going to be on your show. So what the hell's going on with Allosaurus?
I don't know. They just... They couldn't do it at the last minute, but I did see them a couple months ago with Illatry at the Casbah, so that was the first time I'd seen them in a while for Illatry's release back in March or something.
Old Solar is we can enjoy that music. Perhaps they'll do some new music in the future.
Yeah, hopefully.
I didn't know about the Tallest Tree until I saw that you had interviewed them.
Yeah.
So is Dawn and Mara an ongoing entity still, or are they focusing on a trio now?
They're focusing on the trio now. Yeah, they
really?
added Dawn's husband Armando is now in the band, and they'll be playing with a drummer as well. But it's mainly the three of them now who are writing all the songs, and they say they still play some Dawn and Mara songs off of Teaspoons and Tablespoons, like Wicked Little Girl, and
all about Zabo.
Well, I think it'll be a good change for them, because they wanted to be kind of break out of the folk box and be a full band. And
is that what they're doing?
Yeah, and they all play different stuff. They'll switch roles and instruments and stuff. I'm excited to see them. Yeah.
Big fan of Dawn Mara, so I don't know anything about the Tallest Tree. That's Allosaurus, Tallest Tree.
No Allosaurus anymore.
No Allosaurus.
Haolin Munk.
Haolin Munk, the track we just played. What was that?
That's their new single, and it was featuring one of the guys from Cucumber Sasquatch Band. I always get the name wrong. But yeah.
No, you got the right.
But yeah, that was definitely a different sound.
Definitely heavy for them.
Yeah.
They're more jazzy, funky.
Yeah, I think typically they're more hip hop jazz. But they liked the sound of that, and they released that one as a single.
That was aggressive. That was pseudo punk.
Yeah, it was really good. Oh yeah.
Who's talking in the background? You should tell everybody.
That's Grant Weinstock, and he does a very good impression of you. We were almost
my God.
We were gonna put him on the air if you were a couple minutes later.
Rick versus Rick.
Yeah, you could have interviewed yourself as Rick, as Grant. Rick versus Rick.
Can I should Grant step up to a microphone then?
Only as Rick.
Nobody can hear you. We actually have two microphones if you want. You could sit all comfy to her if you like, but
one mic is broken.
Probably just get a seat here. How you doing, Rick?
I'm great, Grant. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Yeah.
So the Allosaurus boys.
Yeah, you give me a little bit of a lisp too. It's almost like I'm one of them gold miners from the south or something.
I do what I can, Rick. I was doing it better before.
So
now I'm under pressure.
You're a listener. What happened to your music, Grant Weinstock?
Well, my computer was stolen, and it went with it when that happened.
Oh.
But I'm working on a new band, actually, with Jimmy there at Baltimore House, and Rob, the bartender there, and Andy Inglis.
Okay, and what's that called?
Well, it's going to be called Pony, but we're still in the early stages rehearsing.
Scimbellis has his own band, or is that now this band?
No, he's still got Two Stripes down.
Two Stripes, that's what it's called.
Two Stripes down.
The owners of the Baltimore House are real crazy with making music yourselves, huh?
Oh, we're all involved in some kind of musical project. I mean, Kevin's got Beard, Jimmy's got Two Stripes. I had Two Stripes Down, the full name. I had Orioles until the computer got stolen. Now we've got Pony. Yeah, pretty much all involved in something.
It's all exciting then. You must be happy to be going to I Heart Hamilton and the big fundraiser tomorrow night.
Just picked up my ticket today, Rick, over at Dr. Disc there. Got it in my pocket.
$10 at Dr. Disc, we should say. Otherwise, $12 at the door.
Right, $12 at the door. Most people, as any bar owner would know, do a walk-up. Yeah, we should.
This year I made it cheaper for advance tickets just as an added incentive, but...
Does it work?
Probably not, no. But all the proceeds go to Food for Kids, so no matter what you spend, know that it's going to a good cause.
Right. Medicine Hat was a CBC Spotlight Searchlight finalist.
Top 10, yeah.
Well, yeah, the sole Hamiltonian to make it in top 10. You must feel like me then. Come on. The sole Hamiltonian that made it into the top 10 Searchlight. There's no other Hamiltonians that the CBC should have recognized?
I don't know how that works. Was it just like listeners, I guess people voting, right? That's how it works.
Well, yeah. Well, then there's something wrong with the system. Come on. If there's only one band that makes it,
I don't
They're
know how
Guelph and Toronto based that recorded in Hamilton?
Well, they live here now, don't they?
Do they?
Maybe not all 5, but I know a couple of them do for sure.
Couple of them.
They're a new band on my radar, and I booked them kind of on the strength of just one performance. But
where'd you see them?
The Baltimore House. Speaking of Baltimore House.
Baltimore House. You hang out there a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But yeah, I'm excited to... Yeah, oh yeah, Grant should have said your catchphrase in his voice. Good times. That completes the Rick impression if he's...
Grant Weinstock listens too much to me.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're all about here on the radio. I've been hanging out here for a while. It seems you pay far too much attention to me, Grant. but maybe when you have a band, you will have to do you solo then, so you don't have Kristen to lean on there. And now that she's the media mogul, iHeartHamilton.ca
Yes.
is where people can learn about what you're doing. What's the most recent blog post you got up there?
I have so many that need to get written. Lately, it's been just like focusing on promoting the show. So I interviewed a couple of the bands. Interview with Hands and Teeth just went up, and Haolin Munk. Trying to see. There's a lot to do. So there's a lot coming up.
What's coming up?
So Doors Open Hamilton. That was back in May. So much has happened. Doors Open. What else? We visited. Oh yeah, Steel City Video, which is a landmark of the East End, which I had never set foot in, so I decided to blog about that. That's coming up. That's the next one.
Well, it's probably one of the only video stores that I was driving up Hess Street with a friend, and they hadn't been in the area for a while, and they saw the little strip mall at Queen and Main. Yeah. I don't know what the video store is called, but they were like, that video store is still open? They were so incredulous that somebody's still renting videos or DVDs or something.
Yeah, it was a very nostalgic thing to see all the videos.
You ever see the South Park one where he buys a Blockbuster?
No.
Well, you should.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Okay.
Maybe you can incorporate that into your blog. Who knows?
Yeah.
Are you going to do live blogging or anything for tomorrow night's iHeart Hamilton fundraiser at This Ain't Hollywood?
Not live blogging. I think I'll have enough to do. I'm just excited to see the show and watch all the bands. I'll be too busy. I'll tweet and I'll live tweet. I'll live Instagram. But then the blog post will come after the fact. Wrap-up post once all is done. And actually, speaking of documenting the event, I have the guys from Sound Cave Audio coming down to help film a bunch of the sets and take photos, so that'll be a huge help.
Whose phone was that?
That was Grant's.
Uh-oh.
Do you not know the rules of radio?
Well, he's got a loud thing. I don't even know how to make mine go. I wish mine would do that. But I can't do that. You played a few songs from Haolin Munk, Hands and Teeth as well. I don't think we have any Medicine Hat.
No,
Wish we had
I've got them on
tallest.
my. I've got the Tallest Tree song on my iPod there that I can find for you.
The tracks that you got from Haolin Munk, is there going to be a release from that band, or what do you know about them?
I think they've got more on the way. Yeah, they're gearing up for
More like
another release.
I don't see a physical copy of anything from Haolin Munk.
That's true. Yeah, I don't think they've ventured into that yet. They've just been digital recordings so far.
Do you know about Gdansk?
They're on the way later on. Yeah, I do know a little bit about Gdansk. I know they have their EP release on Tuesday.
They're
I was going
in.
to play some Gdansk earlier on my show, and I ran out of time. So maybe we can. Well, you're going to play it. Obviously.
I'm going to play that later. Well, hopefully Tim Mann's coming in. We're going to be talking. Do you know about Riot Nerd?
Riot Nerd? No, I don't.
He's got relationships with the Weaker Thens. I think he used to be in that band, Conrad Schickner. Okay. And somehow he's moved to Hamilton, and he recorded his new CD at Grand Avenue. That's a CD release party happening tonight at the Pearl Company. Social Animals, new CD recorded with Jordan Abraham and David Guild. They have a CD release party tomorrow night at the Pearl. They're all coming on the radio. Rita Shirelli on the cover of the View magazine, blues legend, Hamilton blues legend, playing Blues with a Feeling. We'll be talking with her. Blues and Roots Festival happening tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
And Brews and Bands at the Casbah.
Is that what's happening at tomorrow at the Casbah?
Yeah.
Tons of things, but all that stuff's coming up on the radio, as well as Katie Bully's got a new CD.
And she's playing at the Baltimore House, speaking of Baltimore. Yeah. Next Thursday.
Why don't you just see that mic right there? Why don't you put that in front of you so that we can... What's going on, Grant?
Oh, Katie Bully is doing that release Thursday at the Baltimore House.
She's supposed to be here right now, so...
Do you know who's pulling a Rick and being late?
Oh, that son of a Rick Who's on that bill Thursday night for Kitty Bully CD release party?
The Zillies and the Bandicoots.
Nice.
Well,
all Hamilton again.
Yeah.
Are you booking more Hamilton shows? Do they seem to work more for you? Because you're doing a lot of dance stuff. So
yeah, we're finding like that Thursdays are more of a night for live music than Fridays now. Just as we go into the summer.
Oh, yes.
It's just everybody goes away on the weekend, so we're sort of trying to like make Thursdays a bit more of a live music night, and then people go away. You can go to the cottage or go to festival or something on the weekend, you know. But we're still doing live music, just being a little bit more thoughtful about when and where.
Am I crazy, or you didn't have your own band like 10 years ago with your name?
Yeah, well, I did have. I've had many musical projects.
Grant Weinstock and Aaron Goldstein was in your band, wasn't he?
No.
You sure?
No. There was. I know. I have a vague idea who you mean, though. There was someone.
There was named Grant Weinstock.
It was spelled differently, but it was some. I saw signs around here when I used to go to school here. He would play.
Was it actually Weinstock or a different name?
I think so.
Wow.
Grant Weinstock. Well, then see, well, that's why I am crazy. Then it was a guy. If there's another Rick Taylor in Hamilton, funny enough, we've had this discussion on the radio. But having another Grant Weinstock.
I don't know if his first name was the same.
Oh yeah,
was it?
Yes, that's why I thought I've known you for some time, but you're not. Then you a native Hamiltonian?
No. Next year I celebrate my 10-year anniversary of being here, though.
Welcome. Where are you from?
Originally, just outside Toronto, Richmond Hill, Markham area.
Right. So you didn't ever see release party at the Casbah ever?
No.
Then you have a doppelganger. Well, actually, I don't know what he looked like because he never came into the studio with me.
That'd be too weird if they also looked alike.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I'll see what that's like.
We'll be excited to know about your music then.
I thought that might have been what you meant because when I was in school here and I first came, I did have a project that actually, I had a radio show actually here years ago. And I had a project back then called Mercy Dresden. It was like in the system here. So,
Mercy Dresden?
Yeah, that was my original thing that I made music under.
Was it like Britpop band?
It was sort of electronic. There was people said some of it sounded Depeche Mode.
Huh.
So.
Whatever happened to that? Who was there? Was there anybody in that band we would have known?
No, that was mostly just like my project and like, Dave Disher would work on the production and stuff.
Is he doing something with a girl, making music on the band camps and not releasing CDs or playing shows?
Yeah, well, I haven't talked to Dave in quite a while, but he is doing that with his girlfriend Laura currently, and he works on a lot of music. He's got a great home studio. I haven't talked to him in so long, but he's doing work, I know, with Grayson Lenover, who's just makes fantastic music as well.
That's another band camp.
Yeah. When they don't perform live.
When the internet first started taking hold, there was something called mp3.com. And we're talking like 1999, 15 years ago. How old were you then, Kristen? Don't answer. So 15 years ago, it was mp3.com, and this is all new still. So, getting free music and downloading stuff. And you'd be able to search for hard rock or punk rock or electronic or whatever, and you could search for cities and that. So I would want to know, well, what's going on in Hamilton? And you have the top 10 or top 100 bands in Hamilton. And hello, students. Hopefully they're waving at the back of your head. The top 3 bands or 5 bands from Hamilton, I was like, who the hell are these people? Because they were manipulating the charts and they had, however they were doing it, like the way that YouTube just happened now. They were just getting friends or getting themselves downloading their own songs. And you're like, this band, who the heck is this band on the #1 Hamilton band on mp3.com? It's kind of strange there. So, looking at the Bandcamp when I see these Hamilton-based bands, and I'm like, who the hell are you? Have you played a show? Well, you got me music, so I don't know what's going on with band camps, but all power to them.
They just produce the tracks and never mean to play them live. They're just studio or bedroom studio artists.
I gotta sift through the chaff. So if you're a hobby band, then I don't want to talk to you. That's the only way I go. I got so many guests coming up. I got people I'm turning away here. Did I say Matthew DeZuta's coming in as well? Matthew DeZuta's coming in as well. It's a crazy show today. We're wasting Katie Bully's time right now, but I don't know. I was hoping if I said her name, she'd pick up because I haven't seen her. But Katie Bully has a new CD coming out Thursday, Baltimore House. We're going to be talking with her moments. Right now, we're talking with Grant Weinstock of the Baltimore House and Kristen Archer of I Heart Hamilton fundraiser. That's happening tomorrow at This Ain't Hollywood. Again, with the Medicine Hat, Hands and Teeth, The Tallest Tree, Haolin, Munk, and whom?
And Brielle Malay or Mel, not 100% sure.
Why do you keep leaving your phone over there so it can ring? Are there people listening to you on the radio? Is that what you're doing, Grant?
Sure, there are.
It is Twitter.
Everyone listens to your show, Rick.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Come on.
My mom's probably listening, tweeting away.
That was fun getting to see your mom. I haven't had any interaction with that. But
where'd you see her?
Well, no, on the Twitter sphere,
on the Twitter, right.
It says, I am I Heart Hamilton's mom, or something as her little tagline.
Yeah, she's
so she's living vicariously through you.
Oh, not at all. I learned from her, so she's getting in there just as she, I was raised exploring all places in the city along with my parents. So
is that what you've done now?
Well, I'm from Hamilton originally, and they took me all over the place as a child.
Are they into music like you?
Yeah, sure they are. I grew up going to concerts. Like they took me to like Hamilton Philharmonic growing up, and a lot of theater, so a lot of theater Aquarius, and from a very young age. I've been around.
Good times.
I've been a tourist in my own city.
Well, that's exciting to know. Is there people listening to you, or are you just dealing with business, Grant Weinstock?
Oh, it is just Twitter. It's just Twitter.
And are they saying we love you on the radio?
Yeah.
That was the best Don Rick Taylor impersonation ever. Put that in his place.
No, I actually had nothing to do with any.
Are you getting any live tweets there?
Not really.
I had a BlackBerry. I never had a cell phone then 5 years ago or so. I got a BlackBerry.
You're on the smartphone now, Rick?
Well, I had the BlackBerry, and so I'm putting all this money into the BlackBerry, and I'm like, okay, fine, I can do this tweeting and whatever, and I come to the radio station, I can't get a signal out.
Oh, yeah.
For 3 years, I had to have that BlackBerry. My God. 3 years, I'm like, no, I can go on the internet, just not in the basement of CFMU. Yeah. Then I got the smartphone, and the world changed. Then I put up pictures of you and Grant.
Okay.
I see you every once in a while, out and about.
Yeah. We always get caught I always call it the Rick Taylor paparazzi photo. You're always...
Yeah, I avoided it forever. Like I never got in one until...
You didn't actively avoid it.
But I didn't even actively avoid it. You just never took one, Rick. Then one day it happened. It was unavoidable. You were there. I was behind you. You turned around. I knew I was done for. And out came the phone. It was that day that I had long wondered when it was going to come.
And how did you feel when that happened?
Blessed.
Really?
Like I had finally made it.
You'd already made fun of me, so I can't go on. But we're talking again with Grant Weinstock, Kristen Archer of I Heart Hamilton. So it's going to be a big, crazy show. You ever have to kill time waiting for Katie Bully to come?
Yeah, on the occasion. I've killed time before. I remember Ask Overalls were guests once, and they couldn't find parking or something, and I was kind of stretching. So
I was going to ask social animals to come in earlier just in case, but. Were you a fan of the Brothers? Do you know anything about Katie Bully?
Yeah, I remember them really well. They were one of the first bands I remember kind of seeing when I got out and about in the scene. I remember they played a lot with Pumps and June and July and bills like that. Yeah, I really remember them.
All those bands are gone. Throw on the Please Kill Me's and Throw on the Please Kill Me's.
San Sebastian though, like Pumps became San Sebastian, and San Sebastian played my playlist last year.
Wasn't that their final show?
I'm trying to think if they might have played once again, since they sort of just play whenever it comes up just for fun now. They're not really pursuing it too hardcore.
Well, yeah, they were saying they were investing everything they could into that band 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And they wanted to do something with it. I guess it didn't reach their desired goals.
Well, they had a good run there on like Much Music and everything and winning that one show. And
disband.
Yes. Yeah. Good times. I remember being in the Much Music audience when they
you went to that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me and my friends were in the back, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're from Hamilton," and we cheered live.
Who'd they go against?
I don't know. I think wasn't it just local bands from unknown bands who applied and they made it. Right?
This one guy that really irked me was pumping. He was going to be on. I couldn't write about everybody that was going on this band. Dean the Cure won. they were told not to disband, but to band.
Oh, yeah.
And San Sebastian were told to band.
And then they had to change their name, yeah.
That was,
there was already a The Pumps.
I like Pumps better.
I love Pumps. Yeah, they used to always cover Elvis Costello, Pump It Up, and it was such a staple, Pumps just work.
This one guy that ticked me off was like just hounding me to write about his appearance on Disband, and his band were told disband. And then he never wanted to talk about it again.
You go on a show and you're like, you should no longer be in a band. Sorry, guys. It's just
it is harsh.
That's harsh. Yeah. What do they know?
But that's what that was the whole drama of it.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be most bands were told to not stay a band.
Yeah, I think they all, like, the next round, there was another round.
It's like the biggest part. American Idol is like floundering in the ratings. We don't know how long that's going to happen after a 10-year, 15-year run. But the biggest part of the show is still the horrible singers at the beginning.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So people want to see a train wreck more than they want to see Kelly Clarkson. They want to see train wrecks. They want to see William Hung more than Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
There's my American Idol knowledge thrown out at you. It's all a decade old.
Canadian Idol ended long before
American
God.
We don't want to talk about Canadian Idol, do we?
Well, remember, it's cool that Carly Rae Jepsen came off of that show, and I saw her well before she broke with that single. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because she was in the season Brian Mello won. She was in the top 3.
She had a bigger song than that was Call Me Maybe.
But that was years later, right, when she did that song.
Good times. Does Grant Weinstock know the Social Animals?
No, not really.
Well, meet them. That's Chris and Krista. Well, yeah. We'll probably move on to them because I can't. We've done a half hour now, so we didn't miss out on anything. I Heard Hamilton fundraiser benefiting the cause again.
Food for kids.
Tomorrow
night at the St. Hollywood.
$12 at the door. Start time is when?
Doors are at 8. Musicals start at 9. And 5 bands. It's going to be a full show. It's going to be a good night.
Rockin' time, and you hope to raise food or money and awareness for this great cause that you're doing.
Yeah, really excited to bring it back for another year, and hope to do even better this year.
There's no stopping you then, so do you have a song queued up?
Yeah, we've got The Tallest Tree. They just
launched
up. Their website. No, but this is big because this is their first big show. There it is.
Yes.
The Tallest Tree, Donna Mara's new project. They posted a song on their site called Textbook, so we'll play that.
Play is there.
Yes.
By the book. Oh. I Heard Hamilton intro jingle.
That's it.
Yeah, I can hear it there. Thanks for coming down, Grant Weinstock. Thanks for coming down, Kristen Archer.
Yeah, thanks, Rick. Thanks for having me.
Hopefully you had some fun. Appreciate the helping out and the only small tongue lashing, Grant Weinstock. We'll talk about Mercy Dresden the next time you're in here. iHeardHamilton.ca. Check them out live at This Ain't Hollywood tomorrow night and support a good cause. Stay tuned for Social Animals and more. This is The Tallest Tree, Don Mara. New project, CFMU.
Sup, we got no money. We live in a house made out of stone, and we'll work hard for everything we own, and that's alright. We're by the book. We're attached to my heart. When I'm
93.3 CFMU and the music of The Tallest Tree, the new project from Dawn and Mara, making what I think might be their live debut tomorrow night. This Ain't Hollywood as part of the I Heart Hamilton fundraiser, the Playlist 3.0, featuring The Tallest Tree, Haolin, Munk, Hands and Teeth, The Medicine Hat, and who was that other?
Brielle Millet.
Bless you. Thank you for coming down, Kristen Archer and Grant Weinstock. We wish you the best of luck and look forward to learning more about what goes on with the I Heart Hamilton situation.